Hi.
안녕.
Hello everybody, long time no see, and today is a very spontaneous video. It's kind of gonna be like the start of like my end of the year K-pop stuff. It's gonna be December probably almost when I post this. But, you know, we're winding down the end of the year, so I thought, why not do a shelf tour? And I thought it was gonna be boring because I don't think I have a lot of albums in comparison to other collectors here on YouTube, because I don't collect full discographies for like everybody I stan. But I just thought it'd be really fun to like give my thoughts on some of these albums, because I really try to curate my collection to the best of like my taste. I haven't filmed in, I don't know, it's like what, 3 weeks, which seems like a long time to me for some reason, but I don't really have any like ideas. All done there, but yeah, and it's like a really pretty day out if you can see the lights, so I'm just gonna like do that because I'm really not gonna be getting a lot of new albums, really just NCT's Universe and then ateez's new like release, the epilogue. So without further ado, let's just like get started. Sorry if this is shaky, like it's gonna get less shaky when we go down, but I'm holding my phone. Yeah, for here we have, well, my Vax card, and then just kind of like random stuff. My essentials, I guess I would say, before I like walk out. This is a like little decoration. Lights up, see? I already turned it on. Jisung card that I put in this holder because I think it went so well. It was a gift from one of my friends who's like too nice to me. Oh my gosh. Akashi from Haikyuu. You'll see that I really like Haikyuu. And then my little mini light teeny. I don't remember if it has batteries in it right now because I didn't want it to like melt or anything, but it's just chilling there. And then a bracelet one of my Twitter friends made me. That's Cute Doll, which is Yeosang's sub-fandom name from ateez, although the members keep changing their fandom names all the time, so I don't even know like what we are anymore. This is a cube shelf from, I want to say IKEA. It's just like 8 cube shelf. Here's just some of my books, my Pop Funkos, some of my Haikyuu mangas, and just like this random basket that I just keep my glasses. And you can see my Mot 7 CD back there because I didn't feel like bringing the whole like album because it was big. On this first shelf we have Pentagon, and there's really no reason why they have their own cube other than like I wanted to display my album. So we have Lover Take. I have the romantic and mild version. So you can see Yenen's cover here that I got secondhand. He's one of my ults, and then this was like one of my first Pentagon albums that I ever bought in general, randomly when I was in Dallas with my friends, because I just love that release because it's when I started standing them. So this one I think has the Hui's cover if I'm not mistaken, and this is my OT8 signed with album, the scene version, whatever this version was. It's like one of my prized possessions, and now I'm friends with the Instagram seller who sold me this. Shout out to you, love them. I don't have all of their discography because I only got the ones, like the albums that I like truly love. You know, of course, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like keep continuing collecting their albums for the future. Shine, Black Hall, the other version of with Genius and Summer, from them in terms of concept because it's just so wholesome. Made their own shelf because I didn't know like what else to put with this album, you know, because obviously I wanted to display it, so I just turned it into that shelf. And so here is the rainbow that I did. I always change these up, so I don't even know if these will be the same because I still have to add albums. Here, I finally got this stable and I angled it so you wouldn't see my reflection in the jewel case because I look really bad right now. We have the first version of Attacca, an ateez album. I have, well, the rest of ateez's album. I only have one of each, at least 2, but I don't have all versions of an album yet. So we have the Roses Red album, which is one of my favorites. It's just, the packaging is so cute. I mean, it's kind of sucks in the back, but in general, the postcards are just so cute, and I miss them so much. And another ateez album. We have Bombi, literally one of my favorite releases from the year. It released back in, I want to say spring or right after spring, so earlier this year. Been on repeat, like I promise you, I just love all the tracks from it. He really did that before he like had to enlist. And then NCT Dream's first full album, Hot Sauce. So happy SM gave him that. Like they totally deserve a first like full album. Some of my copies of Sticker, so we have the sticky version, the jewel cases, Target, and like the normal, and then I have Yuta's member version, which I didn't think I was gonna get, but I saw it in Barnes & Noble's, so I just kind of had to because he's my bias in 127, and I just think it's so cute because the photo books are also member version, which I didn't know. So he's just like chilling there. And then Start with Blue, so another version of Tataka. I have a random poster because I think I have 2 copies of this album, so I just put the poster of the other one here because I'm crafting with the other one. And then Hangare, I think the Hana version, and then ateez's first full Japanese album. I don't collect their Japanese albums or even like their cards because they're just so expensive, but I really wanted to get this one because it was their first full Japanese album. Listening to Hangare means a lot because that's when I really started listening to 17, like that era, so what, earlier 2020, and I mean, the packaging, again, is really weird. You know how I feel about bag packaging, but it's kind of cute, you know. I like how it says their names on the front. Move on to like this fully blue shelf. So we have one version of Weevy's Kickback. I really like this album in terms of discography. I think Good Time is one of my favorite Wavy songs in general. And then CX's first full album, Be Okay. So proud of them to get their like first full album. And then I have a.c.e's latest repackaged album, Change Your Dear Eris. It's so like, you can probably tell it's kind of thick, but it's because it combines so many different concepts, and just look how cute they are. Like they're smiling and I miss them so much. And right here is ateez's little collab album with KJK. It's really cute. I didn't think I was gonna get it, but since it's so small and I wanted the photo cards, I decided to get it. And it's like from a group order, which kind of took forever, but that's okay. It looks like a cassette if you open it, but it's actually like a flash drive, which is kind of cool. We have CIX's Hello series. I just have one of each of them because I don't need like all of them. And I kind of like, I only wish I had all of them because it spells something like on the other side of those albums, so I just decided to display the blue album so they look more cohesive. Here we have 17's You Make My Dawn album with the Wanu Lenti sticking right there, just like he's like full on display because I love that man so much. But I was able to get this copy sealed, so I pulled a whole Wanu set, which is probably like the best accomplishment I've ever done in my life. So I decided to keep his Lenti in there just for display. But this is also one of my favorite albums from them in terms of discography. The past version of Resonance Part 1, packaging sucks, if you know, you know. One version of a.c.e's Siren Dawn. I think this concept is so pretty. Look how cool they look. I'm a sucker for dark concepts if you don't know. CT127's repackaged favorite album of the year, methinks. Like, I'm gonna get the Catharsis version in store when it comes out this week because I didn't want to order it because I knew this was gonna come in store anyways. My favorite titles from them, period. Like, I listened to it so much. If you saw my Spotify repeat, it's embarrassing. Down is the like white gray, I don't know, it's like gradients to gray because black is like the next cube over. I have 2 versions of 17's Your Choice albums. This version, Beside version, was the first ever 17 album I bought because that's when I started standing them. So this one means a lot because I pulled the OT13 version, which was like amazing. And then I bought the other side secondhand because I loved the concepts in it. Versions of ateez's Fear Part 3. So happy that they like slimmed down Part 2 and 3 because Part 1's was just like, it was a lot. It was like a whole inch, I think. And 127's repackage Neozone. Don't know what version this is, just whatever version I saw in store. Part 2. I had to get this version because it's so wholesome and it's just a travel theme. The Roses Dawn album, one of my favorite albums in K-pop in terms of tracks. Like, I can either bop to it or just like cry to it, and we love that versatility, like, of course. Dawn's album, It's Not Your Fault. He's so underappreciated, and this album is just really cute because, like, all black and white. It really captures, like, just his image, I think. ateez's first studio album, the Z version, also means a lot, not only because it's one of my favorites from them, but it's the first ateez album I was able to buy, and I pulled Yo Song, which is amazing. Like, I didn't think I would pull my buys because I already had my buys before I bought it, so it was just amazing. If you see this like rip, it's because this box style is pretty fragile. I don't know what material it's made out of, but I've had to like glue this so many times, but it's kind of beat up. I don't want to get a new one though because there's really no point. 2 a.c.e albums again, the Mad Squad and Butterfly Fantasy. Butterfly Fantasy is probably hands down one of the most gorgeous albums. Their water, like, it had some of their water pictures in it, underwater. Amazing, gorgeous, spectacular. We have the awful, again, packaging, but 17's An Ode album, the Poets version, I think. I got this one pretty recently, like, I want to say over the summer, which is like recent for me. But I don't know why I keep it in this bag. I just think it has their names on it, but very inconvenient to get the CD, but love the photos. And love the tracks, of course. Semicolon, and I actually just lied to your faces. Semicolon was actually the first album I bought. I totally forgot because that was when I was like, yeah, I'm gonna like stan, but I'm gonna take forever to finally say I'm a carrot because I procrastinated. But it's Minghao's cover because I got it later than like initial pre-order or like first, buying. I thought it was gonna be the group, which was like fine because I was still learning the members, but I was able to pull Hao, which was like really cool because I definitely knew him. I definitely recognized him. But I kind of want to get June's just like, booklet, but I am not like in a rush to get it. These Chapter, Freeze, and Fight or Escape. I didn't think I was gonna get another one like this version because this was the only TXT album I had for a while because I don't officially stan, but I also love them at the same time. I just loved the title track because I was like, oh, I love, Loser Lover from this, but when they came out with, not Loser Lover, with Love Song, but when they came out with Loser Lover, I was like, okay, I have to get this. Like, it's a repackage, so it'll have all the same tracks. So that was that one. I think it's the Fight version. And then we have another version, the third version of 17's Attacca. As you can see, if you saw my unboxing, I like was dumb and didn't check and so it's yeah, it's cracked, but it's okay, I guess. I have June's Carrot version of Attacca, which I display right here because it has his face on it. Didn't expect to get all versions of Attacca, but I did. The only version I don't have is the Kino, because I don't collect Kinos for anybody, but I already have June's like little postcards from it anyway, so I don't really care. And then the last shelf is kind of the boring shelf, but also like, I don't know, clean shelf. Blocks and then some of my photo card binders. Is actually ateez's second anniversary a.c.e kit photo book. I took it out of the box from home and brought it up with me because the pictures are just too adorable, so I keep it like on my shelf. Then we have Young K's Eternal, one version of that, one version of NCT 2018 Empathy. I got this when they had the restock earlier this year, which was like a whole event. Oh my gosh. Another ateez Fever Part 2. And then we have BTS's tier, which is like, I think the Y version. It used to be like well, they were the first K-pop group I got into seriously, and I decided to get this one in store because it's one of my favorite albums from them, hands down. Like, I'm not gonna get rid of this one because I just love the tracks on it. And I also pulled Jin's card, which is amazing. He is my bias. I don't talk about BTS really on this channel, but I really do like their music and appreciate their work. And then we have the other version, the Soul City version of Sticker. I originally ordered this one before I knew the sticky version was going to be in stores because it's like urban nighttime themed, which I'm a sucker for. Wavy's Take Over the Moon, the sequel. My favorite from them, I think I said like Kickback was like one of my favorites. I only have 2 Wavy albums, but I think this photo book is so pretty and I just love the tracks on it. Just a mini album, Void. I remember when I discovered I Love You. I think that's how I discovered them in general, because it's beautiful. It's such a beautiful song. And then ateez's debut album. She was so cute. Like, this packaging, underrated. Oh my god, wait, is this upside down? I stored it upside down. Oh well, that's fine. I forgot to mention, since I mentioned that I had an extra version of that Taka I actually made like the box thing. So if you wonder what it looks like this. Like, it's the lyrics and thanks tos. I don't really know the purpose of this other than decoration, but I just like made it for fun since I have an extra, and I just stuck it back here. Yosong photo card binder, my ateez miscellaneous like stuff like for big inclusions, and then my random groups big inclusions binder shelf. And now I'll show you like a little bonus. So here is my Change Your Dear Eris poster, because K-Town, like, you know, most of the albums come with posters, so I thought, you know, why not? I'll just keep it. Drope thing shelf is my June and Yenin photo card binder, which was where I keep, like, beside all the sleeves. Don't mind all the jewelry there. I can put that away. Sleeves that I use a lot, like a ton of Dragon Shield, if you like can see. But yeah, it's like a mess, but I didn't want to, I don't know why it's over here. I think it's just like, I use this more. It's a whole 2-inch, so I just kind of keep it over here. Yeah, guys, that was my album tour. I don't know if it was really that interesting, but I tried to like give some backstory, and I decided to film it now because really the only other albums I'm gonna get this year is the NCT Universe one, and then ateez's Fever epilogue that like was just announced last week. So this was basically gonna be like my collection as of now. So wish me luck on making room for those other albums. With that, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye.